Have you ever struggled to come up with ideas for your tabletop RPG campaign? Well, in this video, I'll show you some tools and techniques to help you design an adventure from scratch. Hello everyone, my name is Amadorn, and I've been playing tabletop RPGs since I was a teen in the 80s. In this episode, we'll be using two tools to help spark ideas and guide us through the adventure design process: DonJon's random campaign generator, and Chat GPT, an online AI tool. When it comes to adventure design, starting from a blank sheet of paper can be daunting. That's why I like to use DonJon's random campaign generator to give us some building blocks to work with. So let's open up DonJon and go to the fantasy drop-down menu and click on My Random Campaign. This will generate a printable one-page summary that includes the kingdom name, a starting town, local geography, demographics, an adventure hook, and some ideas for an adventure. But we're not done yet. We can use ChatGPT to flesh out the generated content and turn it into a usable storyline. Using various prompts and AI responses, we can add more details to the adventure and create NPCs and enemies, and even generate encounters and quests. So let's start with a new chat. Let's tell ChatGPT what we're doing by giving it some information that we got from DonJon, and start by asking it questions that will help us flesh out the beginning of the adventure. I'm building a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons adventure, suitable for 6 level 3 characters. It takes place in and around the village of Highford in the kingdom of Repsitir. The local inn is called the Warrior's Tankard. It is owned by Joyce, a human woman. The largest nearby city is the capital of Tone. It is 4 days' ride from the village. Nearby is a small river named the Dinguste. There is a dense forest nearby called the Imping Vale. Along with regular trees, the vale is full of giant mushrooms. A tribe of red-scaled kobolds lives in the area, as well as constructs of a mad wizard. Hidden deep in some ruins is the Abyssal Ring of Armel. The ring could be used to unleash a horde of undead if used improperly. Tell me more about the starting town, what kind of people live there, and what is their relationship to the kingdom. And the response that we got is: the village of Highford is a small but prosperous settlement with a population of around 500 people. It is situated in a fertile valley that is ideal for farming, and the villagers make their living primarily through agriculture and trade with nearby towns and cities. The people of Highford are generally friendly and welcoming to outsiders, although they tend to be cautious around strangers. The village is part of the kingdom of Repsitir, a realm ruled by a wise and just king. The kingdom is known for its strong economy, prosperous cities, and skilled craftsmen. The people of Highford are loyal subjects of the king, and they pay their taxes and follow the laws of the kingdom. The local inn, the Warrior's Tankard, is a popular gathering place for the villagers. It serves as a hub of social activity, where the people come to share news, gossip, and stories. The innkeeper, Joyce, is a well-respected member of the community, and is known for her delicious home-cooked meals and hearty ale. Despite the peaceful nature of the village, there have been some recent disturbances in the area. The kobold tribe in the Imping Vale has been raiding nearby farms and attacking travelers on the road. Additionally, there have been reports of strange constructs created by a mad wizard lurking in the area. These events have caused some concern among the villagers and have prompted the local authorities to take action. So our next question is going to be: create an NPC who can help the players with their quest. What is their backstory and motivation? And the response we get is: one NPC who could potentially help the players with their quest is a retired adventurer named Rondar Ironfist. Rondar is a dwarf who has spent most of his life traveling the world seeking out treasure and fighting monsters. He is now in his late 60s and has settled down in Highford, where he runs a small blacksmith shop. Rondar has a wealth of knowledge about the surrounding area and the dangers that the players might face. He has encountered kobolds and constructs before, and can provide valuable information about their weaknesses and tactics. He may also know something about the history of the ruins, where the Abyssal Ring of Armel is located. Rondar's motivation for helping the players is twofold. First, he has a deep sense of duty to protect his community from harm. He knows that the kobolds and constructs pose a threat to the safety of the village, and he wants to do whatever he can to help eliminate that threat. Secondly, Rondar is a retired adventurer who misses the excitement and thrill of adventure. He sees the players as a chance to relive some of his glory days vicariously through them. He may offer to provide the players with equipment and even accompany them on their quest, depending on how he feels about their abilities and character. Rondar is a gruff but kind-hearted individual who can be a valuable ally to the players. He has a strong sense of honor and loyalty, but he can be stubborn and set in his ways. The players may need to earn his trust and respect before he is willing to offer assistance. So Rondar Iron Fist seems like a fairly decent NPC to help get the players and the characters off to a good start. He's a blacksmith. His age is a little off. He's a dwarf and only 60. Yeah, we would probably need to adjust that just a bit. But it's a good foundation to work with. So the next thing I want is just some sort of random encounter in the area. You know, a group of bandits. So I'm going to ask Chat GPT to design an encounter with a group of bandits. What are their tactics and what do they want? The response I got was, as the players travel on the road towards Highford, they come across a group of bandits who have set up a roadblock. The bandits are mostly a crew of humans and half-orcs, led by a grizzled veteran named Grom. Grom and his gang are armed with swords, bows, and crossbows, and they wear studded leather armor. The bandits' tactics involve using their numbers to overwhelm the players. Grom will order his men to attack from all sides, surrounding the players and making it difficult for them to maneuver. The bandits will use ranged attacks to soften the players before closing in for melee combat. Grom's primary goal is to rob the players of their valuables, but he also enjoys the thrill of combat. He may taunt the players and challenge them to one-on-one fight, hoping to prove his superiority. If the players refuse, Grom will order his men to attack in full force. If the players manage to defeat the bandits, they may find some stolen goods among their belongings, as well as some gold and silver. They may also discover a map or some other clue that leads them to the bandits' hideout, where they can find additional loot and information about the bandits' operations. Alternatively, if the players negotiate with Grom, they may be able to convince him to let them pass without incident in exchange for a tribute of gold or valuable items. However, Grom is not entirely trustworthy, and he may still attempt to double-cross the players, even after the deal is made. So there is a pretty good random encounter. We can use it, we can tie it into the rest of the adventure. Maybe Grom's hideout is actually the ruins where the Ring of Armel is hidden, and he may not know that it exists there. Wouldn't it be terrible if he were to stumble on it and start using it, maybe turning his crew of bandits into undead and then generating more from there? So we've got a pretty good foundation for a full adventure. We can continue asking for stat blocks, more random encounters, maybe even use DonJon to kind of help us design the ruins themselves. And before you know it, you've got a really cool adventure that you can run your players through. And so there you have it. And with these tools and techniques, you can design an adventure from scratch and unleash your creativity. So why not give it a try and see what kind of adventures you can come up with. Thanks for watching. If you have any tips or suggestions for designing adventures, please share them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tabletop RPG content. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.